What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys Iron Leaves, pairing it up with Miraidon in Ranked Regulation I. Now, when it comes to Iron Leaves, this Pokemon before restricted formats wasn't really too good, but now that we got Miraidon in the restricted formats, Iron Leaves takes a huge jump and becomes a very viable option in this format. Now, Iron Leaves over here, obviously rocking the Quirk Drive ability to pair up with Miraidon's Electric Terrain. On top of that, it's got the Life Orb as item to maximize its damage. Iron Leaves got Leaf Blade, Side Blade for 2 stab moves, Taunt, and Protect, so I really do like this Pokemon. Not only can it hit like a truck, but on top of that, it can stop supporting Pokemon with the move Taunt. Now, like I already mentioned, we got Miraidon on today's team, and this thing is here for some big-time damage. It's got the choice specs. You guys already know how much damage this Pokemon can do. I don't really need to talk about it. Our second restricted Pokemon, gonna be Zamazenta with that Iron Defense, Heavy Slam, Body Press moveset. Set up a few Iron Defenses. Body Press is pretty much KOing every single Pokemon on the field. Our final 3 Pokemon on today's team, gonna be my boy Paloops. We got Tinglu and Sneasler over here. Sneasler, an insane option, especially with Miraidon. Pop Electric Seeds, Pop Unburden. This thing's outspeeding and doing an insane amount of damage. Tinglu, on the other hand, lowering special attack all across the field. And Paloops, Weather Control, Wide Guard, Tailwind. We love this Pokemon. Guys, if you want to rent this team for yourself, the code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing this Iron Leaf team in Ranked Regulation I. Match number 1 coming at you guys, going up against Necrozma, and I should say a Necrozma Trick Room team. You can pretty much tell this is a Trick Room team because they got Iron Hands, they're rocking out with Lunala and Blood Moon Ursaluna. I'm ready to get after it. Who could they potentially lead? I mean, they could lead Indeedee for that Psychic Terrain. They could also lead Iron Hands for Fake Out, or even Incineroar for Fake Out. As much as I want to go into like Iron Leaves and Miraidon, it just doesn't seem like our best option. I mean, I could go into a Taunt user with Iron Leaves. That's just not bad, right? That's not bad. Iron Leaves. Ooh, we could go maybe like Iron Leaves and Zamazenta because they do have a few physical attackers. If I could set up Iron Defense, kind of like that. I'm gonna go into both of them, bring Miraidon in the back end with Sneasler. Or do I just lower special attack here with Tinglu? He's got Stomping Tantrum. He's got Snarl. He's not bad. He's not bad here. I'm gonna bring Tinglu. He's super effective into a ton of Pokemon. Indeedee, Lunala, Incineroar, Necrozma, Iron. It's 5 of his Pokemon. Dark and Ground can cover that. So I like Tinglu here. We're bringing him in. We're bringing him in here. Let's see who they want to end up leading, though. Let's see who they want to bring in here. Did I bring Miraidon? I definitely brought Miraidon, right? I definitely brought Miraidon. They definitely want to pop Trick Room, so I just think the Iron Defense setup alongside with a Taunt here is probably a play. Right? I brought Miraidon, correct? Yeah, I just didn't bring the Sneasler. So this is a big time Intimidate. I'm still just going to Taunt. I'm going to go for the Iron Defense here. And we're going to go from there. We are just going to go from there. So I'll eventually swap Iron Leaves. They got to fake out one or the other. I'm kind of hoping they just fake out my Zamazenta if I had to guess. And then I Taunt. They can't get off Trick Room. And then we'll kind of go from there, right? Yeah, Zamazenta with the fake out. We'll soak that all day. Taunt's going to pop. And show me you're going for Trick Room, right? Show me you're going for Trick Room. Yep, cool. They don't want to go for Trick Room. Not bad for us. From here now, I can potentially just swap you into you. You're not too bad here, especially with all your moves. And I can set up this Body Press if I want to. Because you're not really doing too much here. So I'm going to end up hard swapping you, and I'm just going to go for this Iron Defense. While they can't Trick Room or anything, we'll start bulking our defense. We shall start bulking this defense. They might even hard swap Incineroar or something, thinking I'm going for Body Press. Or even Terrasilize it into Ghost. But for now, we're just boosting this defense. So Tinglu's going to pop out here. Not a bad Pokemon to have on the field. Like I said, super effective into a ton of different Pokemon here. He's going to end up withdrawing, which is totally fine here. Into Lunala? Most likely, right? No, Iron Hand's going to poke out here. So Iron Hands, double fake out users. I wonder what Incineroar's going for. That's a real question. Incineroar, what you got going here? Double swap. So Lunala, Iron Hands comes back out here. Actually not bad. I kind of wish we had our Taunt user because now he can just fake me out here again. Okay. That's fine. Iron Defense bulks us up. And from here, they're probably most likely going to get off Trick Room. Okay. Definitely want to snarl you and just rip a body press, I guess. Let's just deal as much damage as we can. They'll get off Trick Room. We'll let them have it. I mean, we can't really do much about it. And no Fake Out's going to pop here, so Body Press is going to rip up some nice damage here. Moonblast going to launch into you. They're not going to go for Trick Room, which is pretty good news for us. Close Combat's going to fly. That's probably going to KO me, right? Yeah. That's fine. They didn't go for Trick Room. I'm cool with that. Very cool with that. Very, very cool with that. Now, one thing I did notice is they have no terrain Pokemon, which means I can safely just go into Miraidon here and just get ripping with them, right? I can just get ripping with them. Do I go into an electric move? I play here. Probably, right? You have Fairy Terror if I want to pop that, but I don't really want to pop that. Who's faster, Miraidon or Zom? Probably Miraidon, right? Then maybe just Volt Switch Pivot. Now I'm just going to go Electro Drift here into Body Press. We'll finish off this Iron Hands. I really don't want it dealing big time damage. Now, I love my, what's it called, though? I love my Zamazenta right here. Really bulked up on defense, +3 on defense. Which is a great sign. He's going to end up hard swapping. Whoever's he's swapping into is taking a heavy shot here. Might be Incineroar. It is Incineroar. Incineroar's probably going to die out here. Probably just going to die out. Electro Drift flies. Not going to KO due to Shadow Shield, but still should do nice damage. Yeah. And Body Press going to KO Incineroar, correct? Yep. Get it on out my face. Bye-bye Incineroar. So they got Necrozma. I'm curious to see if they pop Trick Room here. Maybe I should have went to Iron Leaf, just taunt it. No, he's just ripping Moonblast, which is fine. We soaked that. That's fine. Maybe you don't have Trick Room. Maybe your choice. I don't know. But of course you get that special attack drop. Could hard swap into Iron Leaves here. Could definitely be my play. But Electric Drift should still KO Lunala here, even be a -1. So I might just send it that way and just Body Press this next slot. It could fake me out. You know what? I'm going to swap me right on. Let me go in Iron Leaves here. I'm just going to Body Press, get rid of you. I'm just going to keep Body Pressing with Zamazenta. It seems like the play here. It seems like the play. Lunala still hasn't popped Trick Room, which is pretty good for us. Surprise, right? Super surprised. Super surprised. So we'll get our special attack stat back. We will reset our Choice Scarf if we need it. And we'll bring out the Iron Leaves. So Leaves back on the field with no Intimidate user on their side. I'm very curious to see what they do here. They're going to fake out Zamazenta. Are you just going to go for Moonblast and Iron Hands? Or Iron Leaves? Please? Moongeist Speak. That's fine. Actually, that's not fine. We're dead. That was a good read. It wasn't a read. It was more just like a precautionary play. That's going to KO us. I think we're sitting fine here. I really think we're sitting super fine here. They just didn't take the opportunity to pop Trick Room. Unless they... I guess they didn't have Trick Room, right? Seems like maybe Moonblast. Y-Guard. Moongeist Beam. Protect, maybe? Is that your move pool? Because I mean, from here, Body Press Electro Drift just double KOs. It just double KOs. I still have Terror Type if I want to send it, but I don't want to send it. Cool with this. Well, cool with this. This is just an easy double KO, and then it turns this into a 2v1. And then on top of that, we outspeed Necrozma. So, yeah, we should win this match, no problem. Just play it slow. I let my Zamazenta get a bit out of hand here. And yeah, I was able to swap, get my special attack stat back, and they just didn't pop Trick Room. I thought they were going to pop Trick Room a while ago, and then after like 2 turns, I was like, they're not even thinking about popping Trick Room. So I don't think that Lunala even had Trick Room. I think Necrozma was a Trick Room setter, which we taunted early on. But there's a double KO. Necrozma's the final Pokemon. My Zamazenta can handle this one-on-one, no problem. We don't even need Miraidon. I'm bulked up. I'm +3 on defense. +3 on defense, which is a beautiful sight. And did they use Terra yet? This thing's flying in the air. What is going on? He's floating in the air. Did they use Terra? They did not, so they might send it here, but nonetheless, Electro Drift into Body Press. 100% I play. Unless you got Ghost Terror. Unless you got Ghost Terror, that would be brutal news if you have Ghost Terror. But I doubt you have Ghost Terror, right? What Terror you got? Fire. Okay, yeah, we win the scene, no problem. No problem. Thanks for playing. GG's. Good game. Gene's starting off 1-0. Electro Drift might KO on its own. No, it's not. Actually, it might. I don't know. Yeah, it does. See, this Pokemon's so strong with that choice specs. GG's our opponent. We're sitting 1-0. Moving on to our second match, looking for our second victory here. Match number 1 went pretty well with the Iron Leaves, Miraidon, and Zamazenta. Once I set up that Iron Defense, it was pretty much over from there. But they got Ice Rider Calyrex, they got Kyogre. This could be pretty good for us. They're definitely going to be bringing in Rillaboom, so that's something I had to watch out for. If I had to guess, they're bringing Ice Rider Calyrex, Kyogre, Rillaboom, and then one extra. I mean, Pelipper's actually not bad here, especially because it could sit in the rain and just Hurricane all day. It also does have... Do you have Wyguard? You have Wyguard and Tailwind. So you know what? We're actually going to be leading the Pelipper with the Zamazenta. That's something I really like. And then we're just going to bring in the Iron Leaves and the Miraidon. So Pelipper getting some love in here in match number 2. I do like it, especially like Rain's going to be here at all times. I mean, Pelipper can set up the rain. Kyogre's going to set up the rain. A lot of rain going to be going on, so I'm ready to Hurricane out. I do got that Wyguard too. They're going to end up going into Rillaboom turn 1, which is fine. Which is totally fine. And the real question is, what do we do here? That's the real question. Do I set up an Iron Defense? Maybe, just maybe. I could set up a Tailwind if I want it. I could definitely set up a Tailwind here. I'm going to fake out somebody. Maybe Zamazenta. I am just going to go for a Hurricane here. And if I can, I'm going to try to pull off an Iron Defense. I'm going to try here. I wonder who they attack here. Maybe I should have went for Tailwind, but... Urshifu should scare me in the rain. It just hits way too hard. It just hits really, really hard. Hopefully they just detect or swap Urshifu. I don't know. Could go for close combat, but I'm bulked on defense already. I had a Hurricane launched in that slot. Maybe Pelipper just outspeeds, but probably not, right? Fake Out's going to fly into the Pelipper slot. Okay. And Iron Defense is going to boost. Give me that boost, baby. Urshifu, what you got here? Surgeon Strikes into this slot. Still doing a nice chunk of damage. We do outspeed him, which is good. And the question now is, who do we attack? Alright, we're just going to body press that slot. This actually is pretty decent for us. I could set up the Tailwind. It's good to know that our Zamazenta does outspeed and he's not Focus Sash, because body press should just KO you. Then I could just set up this Tailwind for the rest of the squad. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Their best option here would just be to detect the Urshifu, and then just like, if you have high horsepower, just high horsepower my Zamazenta, but I'm not sure if you have high horsepower or not. Let's see. Let's see what he's rocking with. Rillaboom, what are you doing here? Don't have high horsepower. Just don't have high horsepower. I get off my Tailwind, which is good. Rillaboom's gonna go for a U-turn. That's fine. That's totally fine. I get off a nice Tailwind this turn. I can still launch Body Press into this Urshifu slot, so we don't have to worry about it. We got a ton of speed from the Tailwind. And we'll see who they want to go into. We're gonna go into Kyogre, which is, that's fine. I can always Wyguard here. I could Wyguard and just Body Press, or I could just Hurricane Kyogre. Yeah, we got some speed. Let's Hurricane Kyogre. Let's go into Body Press. They might think that we're going for Wyguard, considering we have 2 Pokemon that actually learn Wyguard on the field. So I like that. So we're +3 on defense. He's going to have to take this Body Press here. I'm really hoping I could just KO Urshifu, right? He could maybe Aqua Jet me, but we would soak the Aqua Jet all day. It'd be easy soaks. But yeah, dude, Urshifu's just such a threat. Such a big-time threat. So Body Press flies. It does pick up the KO just as we wanted it to. Bye-bye to you. And Pelipper, give me some ducks going here. Give me some ducks. Get me some ducks. Do me a favor. Give me some ducks. No ducks, and he's going to go for the Hydro Pump, which was a smart call. That's not bad for us. That's not bad. I could actually bring out Iron Leaves here in the Tailwind. I could actually just bring out Iron Leaves here in the Tailwind, which I am going to end up doing. I do like him here. They could go back into Rillaboom. If they do, we might just hard swap into what's it called? Miraidon. But no, they're just going to go right into you at this point, which is fine. Who do they fake out is the real question, though. I'm going to go Hurricane Leaf Blade. Yeah, I'm with this. I'm with this. Rillaboom's going to fake out Iron Leaves. That's fine by me. Hurricane's going to fly. Going to do monstrous damage in Rillaboom. And he's going to go for Thunder and take out Pelipper. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. So now he posed this threat of having terrain control out here. A couple of Tailwind turns left. We got a lot of speed going. He's not Choice Scarf, which is good, so we know we're outspeeding. And from here, we could just go into Miraidon. And I could just choice into Gleam here. But chances are his final Pokemon is going to be that Calyrex, which he's going to swap into right here, right now. He's going to swap Rillaboom into Calyrex. If I had to guess, right? Did I play off of that? I could honestly just launch an Electro Drift into this slot. Because we know he's going to go into Calyrex, and then we can just Leaf Blade over here. I still Terror type. He might have Ice Beam. We're going to save it. We're going to save it. He ends up protecting Kyogre. Electro Drift should fly and still KO Rillaboom, no problem. I get to keep terrain, which is good news. Leaf Blade's going to get blocked. I'm surprised he didn't swap into his final Pokemon. That's fine. Electro Drift still KO, no problem. Got that Choice Spect. Get it on out of here. Get it on out of here. Bye-bye to you. Kyogre chilling on the field. They can't change up terrain. Tailwind is going to end, but we still have all the speed, right? Yeah. Miraidon's going to be faster than Kyogre. I got my speed boost. Faster than Calyrex. Could potentially double down into Calyrex this turn. I'm just curious to see what Terror type he actually has. But you know, I'm just going to go Electro Drift, and I could actually just taunt you. Actually, hold up. Hold up. We got Terrasilize. We got Terrasilize you. I'm going to do this. I'm doing this. I was thinking of just taunting Ice Rider Calyrex just in case he wants to go for Trick Room here. But he can't protect Kyogre, which is good. He would have to Terrasilize Kyogre. I mean, he can easily do. We're going to Fairy Terror just so Glacial Lance doesn't just absolutely rip up into us. And he's going to Terrasilize. Hopefully this is Calyrex, because I'd rather Leaf Blade this Kyogre. And it is going to be Calyrex. So Calyrex going to grab this, go into straight Grass, which is brutal. That is brutal for us. That's just a perfect Terror type right there. Just a perfect Terror type. Leaf Blade's now going to fly here. It's going to dump on the Kyogre. But at this point, I just don't think we can do enough damage here. I do not think we can do enough damage. I just don't think we can do it. I do not think we can outbeat this Calyrex. Actually, I mean, that's great damage there. And he does pop the Trick Room. He does pop the Trick Room. I guess we'll just protect and go into Electro Drift. How much damage is this Glacial Lance going to do? That's the real question. That is the question at hand. So I think Miraidon would have to soak 2 shots. And I don't think he is. Yeah, no, we're going to lose this one all day. Unless Electro Drift gets a crit. Unless Electro Drift gets a crit. We're going to lose this one. I should have taunted him. But if I didn't taunt him, what would have happened? No, I should have just taunted him. I should have just taunted him. And went for... Yeah, I should have just taunted him. And went for Electro Drift in the Kyogre. That would have won us the game. But Glacial Lance going to fly here. Should have trusted my gut here. GG's to our opponent. Trick Room getting the best of us here in the late round of the match. We're sitting 1-1. Final match for today's video. Can your boy grab you guys a winning record? We're sitting 1-1, going up against a team with no terrain. We'd love to see that, which means Miraidon and Iron Leaves getting the lead here. They could obviously go into just straight booster energy, Roaring Moon, which actually would be pretty good for them. And then they can just Tailwind pop. We'll go Sneasler instead. We could just go Sneezy instead and just outspeed and maybe just throw close combat in that slot, maybe just KO. It's not a bad call for us. That would not be a bad call for us. And you know what? We're going to rock that. We're going to rock that with Iron Leaves and Zamazenta in the back end. I like that. I definitely like that. Just because, again, That Roaring Moon combo with the booster energy just gets him flying. And in this instance, we would just outspeed him with the Sneasler, right? And they just end up not going into it, so that's fine. We could have went Iron Leaves, but this works fine. They can still pop Tailwind, which really hurts my soul. But I could just go Fairy Terror here. Maybe rip a Gleam. Double down into Calyrex. Not bad for us. Not bad for us. He's probably Covert Cloak onto that, what's it called? Can I go Fairy Terror here? I could go Dark here. Just Throat Chop up. Maybe Volt Switch, save this guy for later. No, you know what? We're gonna go Dazzling Gleam. We're gonna go Dark Terror and just Throat Chop. Straight into the Throat Chop. Because he could be Focus Sash, so I feel like I have to double down with at least some hits here. And if I had Protect on me right on, I would just protect it. But since we're Choice Spec, we're just gonna attack here. So Chance our Tailwind, right? A little bit of double Terra action. What you got here, Callie? What are you rocking here, Callie? Is it Ghost Terra? It's Ghost Terra. He's looking for some damage here. He's looking for some damage, and I'm scared of this damage. I'm scared. Help me out. There comes the Tailwind. Alright, Calyrex, let's see what you're ripping here. Astral Barrage. Yep. Miraidon. Can you soak? I know Sneezy's gonna soak this, but Miraidon. You soaking this? Sad news. Sad news for Miraidon. Are you orbed, or you're gonna be sashed, aren't you? This is just not gonna work well for us, isn't it? This is just not gonna be good. Let's see. Throat Chop's fine. How much damage are we doing here? We're KOing. Cool. No sash. Wonder what item you were rocking. We get rid of Terror. We get rid of the horse. They get rid of our Miraidon. No bueno. That's not good. That's not good. I could just go into Zamazenta here, which actually isn't a bad play. I could also go into Iron Leaves with that speed boost right now, but at the same time, we don't have Terror, and he could just Bleak Wind Storm us. So Zamazenta's gonna poke out here. And out comes Urshifu. He could go in the Rain Dance, which is just a brutal sight to see, but I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if they're just going to pop the Rain here. They definitely have Zamazenta in the back end. I just don't think they're going to pop the Rain, so I'm just going to go Body Press here. I could double down into the slot, which I am going to do. I doubt Urshifu protects. There's the Rain Dance, yeah. Who you gonna Surge Strikes? Probably my Zamazenta, right? Most likely. Now you're going to take out my Sneasler, which is okay. I mean, you didn't need the Rain at that point if you were just taking out Sneasler. Just this Tailwind, though. This Tailwind's getting to be a lot. It's getting to be a lot. There's that. Body Press, how much damage are we working with? A lot. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. I do not have Terra anymore. Bleak Wind Storm in the Rain is terrifying. What do we do from here? I feel like Surging Strikes has to rock into my Zamazenta slot. It has to, right? It has to. And he's got to go for Bleak Wind here. Got 2 turns left in Tailwind. I should protect you. It's got to be Bleak Wind with Surging Strikes. It just has to. It just has to. There's Surging Strikes. We're able to soak this. I do have Wide Guard ready to roll. I could have popped that this turn, which, we're fine here. We're fine. This is going to be real close. It's going to be real close. Body Press flies, KOs here. Zamazenta's most likely their final Pokemon. And I'm kind of really hoping that Iron Leaves can soak up a shot of a Bleak Wind Storm, but I'm not sure if it can. Or Moon's actually the final Pokemon with booster energy. That actually sucks. That actually is even worse. That's actually even worse. So Speed's gonna get boosted here. He's gonna Terrasilize into Flying. We already know this. I'm still gonna go for this Body Press, and I'm gonna go for Side Blade here. Now he's just gonna stay in here. He's just gonna go for Knockoff, and that's gonna dump on us. That is going to dump on us. That was the problem with us not having Terror type, which just really sucked. And he's going to go for Bleak Wind here, correct? Which, did we soak up a Bleak Wind? No, we just die out. Sad news. Sad news for us. We used our Terra early on to try to get rid of Calyrex. Calyrex boosted their Terra. Took care of our Miraidon. I feel like if we had one turn with Miraidon, we probably would have won this game. But nonetheless, we go 1-2 for today's video. Third and final match goes to our opponent. So guys, not the results we wanted, going 1-2 for today's video. Started off hot, ended up slowing down a little bit, losing match number 2 and match number 3, but still love this team so much. We had Iron Leaves, we had Sneasler, Zamazenta, Miraidon, and even got a little bit of Pelipper action in today's video. I love it. I loved it all around. This team, definitely a lot of fun. Definitely off meta compared to the meta squads, but again, 1-2 losing record, not the results we wanted. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.